Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Jen and I'm going to teach you how to make bruschetta pasta with zucchini. So a little bit lower in carbohydrates, but also I like to think of it as higher in vegetables. So I'm going to be teaching you how to do that. It's a fast and easy meal. It's really healthy. It's great for your garden vegetables and herbs growing right now. So let me know that you're here, say hello, and also share if you are growing a garden or not. And if so, what are some things that you are growing? So I'm also going to be sharing with you some money saving tips. So let's get started right away. So the first thing I want to share with you is how you can save money at the grocery store with protein. So one of my favorite things to do is to buy the bulk package of chicken breasts. And if you notice, chicken breasts can be fairly thick. So I'm going to just show you, like this one is giant. This is more than one serving that anyone ever needs. This is probably like 3 to 4 servings. If I weighed it out, I bet it's probably around 8 ounces or maybe even close to a pound. So what you can do at the grocery store is when you are looking for chicken breasts, instead of getting chicken tenders or chicken, like the chicken tenderloins where it's kind of the smaller pieces, or even the smaller chicken breasts, get the larger ones. And then you can use the tool that I like to use, which is Pampered Chef's Close and Cut. So you put the chicken breast in, you close it down, and it comes with a knife when you get it with the set, and you just slice through the chicken breast, and it's going to fillet it. Whoops, I got a little thing up there. Fillet it for you. And you can even do this with pork, like boneless pork as well, but then you can see it cuts it in a thinner piece. You could never really do this on your cutting mat because it's not as easy and nearly not as safe either. So why cut it? Number one, it saves you much for portions, lets you spread that protein a little bit further. It also is going to cook faster. It's going to save you money. So this is my favorite thing to do with chicken. So make sure you get your chicken breasts. You can get them the larger version, but then you can cut them down and use them however you want. So you can get that bigger package. You can slice them all like this. You can put them in the freezer. I'm adding some Italian seasoning. So I'm using our Italian seasoning, which I love. It's so flavorful. And then I'm going to just put this right on the grill. I've got the Grill and Griddle, Deluxe electric Grill and Griddle cooking over here. Nice and hot. You can probably hear that sizzle. Now the great thing about this close and cut, I also love the fact that you can use it for tomatoes and grapes and things like that, bagels, all those things. However, you wouldn't want to do raw meat and then those things. So what I love about this is it's dishwasher safe. So you can put it in your dishwasher and it's totally going to sanitize it all and you don't have to worry about it at all. Okay, so we've got that cooking. We'll let that go. I'm going to remove all this because when you are actually taking your meat off, this is another little food safety tip for you, your cooked meat, you don't want to use the same utensil that you used to put the raw meat on. So I've got a brand new, freshly cleaned tongs that you can use for that. All right, the next thing we're going to do to make our bruschetta pasta with zucchini, and we got the chicken, so you saw me getting the chicken ready. This is the Rock Crok that I've already started pre-cooking in the microwave some pasta. So I just did some angel hair pasta, and we are going to add to that some zucchini. So I just went outside to my garden and grabbed a zucchini, and I'm spiralizing it so it looks like angel hair pasta. And I'm doing that size because I'm using angel hair pasta in here. So basically you're getting half angel hair and half zucchini. So you're getting that higher amount of vegetables along with some carbohydrate, which is good. Our bodies need that. So if you're ever hearing like you don't need carbs, you actually do. It's the only thing your brain runs on is carbohydrate. It's the only fuel it takes. So do not eliminate them. So this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna just finish the rest of this. I already did half of it, and this is like a medium size zucchini, I would say. And so this works so easily because it's using gravity to push the zucchini down, and that makes it much easier, much safer for you to do any spiralizing. Now this spiralizer is great because not only does it do the angel hair style, but it also does fettuccine, and then it'll also do ribbon cut. So you can do all kinds of different things with it. So you can see, look at that coming out there. So here's my fresh tongs. I want to just show you what this looks like. So you can see, like, look at this. It's like fresh pasta, right? Okay, so I am going to, that's actually really hot, use my little micro gripper, and I'm going to put this zucchini right in here, along with my partially cooked pasta right in my Rock Crok. So all I've done is I've taken the pasta, put 2 cups of chicken broth on it, and then put it in the microwave for 5 minutes. Now, this is angel hair pasta, so it cooks rather quickly. I'm just going to add in another couple minutes in here, and that's all it's going to need, because now we're just kind of steaming the zucchini, and then it's going to be done and ready. So let me just show you what this looks like, so you can kind of get a close-up look. So it's a mixture of your regular pasta and your zucchini noodles. You could cut the zucchini however you want to cut it, whether it's fettuccine or the angel hair size. To match it, basically. Match it to whatever the pasta is that you're cooking up. All right, let's just take a little peek at the chicken. Looking really good, or smelling really good, I should say. So another tip, you want to make sure you're cooking your chicken always to the right temperature. So 165 is what you want it to be. Oh yes, and this is already getting some really great grill marks on it. Okay, probably just like 30 more seconds, and then it's done, and I'll show you what that looks like. So in the meantime, we are going to make our fresh bruschetta sauce. So this also is a great way to use up some things that you've maybe got growing in your garden. So maybe you have some fresh tomatoes. Actually, I'm going to start with some fresh basil. So I've got basil in here, and you need about 2/3 of a cup of basil packed. And then what we're going to do is just chop this all up in the manual food processor. This is another favorite tool that really saves you a lot of prep time. You don't even have to handle any knives. And you can do as fine as you like. Just the more pulse or pumping the action, the finer it gets. So I'm just going to put that back in here for a moment. And then I'm going to put my tomatoes in here. So I don't have tomatoes yet in my garden, but this is a great way to use cherry tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, all kinds of things. I like to get the ones at the store that are like still attached to the vine. I find that they have the best flavor. So tell me what you guys think. Do you like to grow your own tomatoes? So then we're going to just start chopping this up. So this is how we're making our fresh tomato sauce. Pretty good. You can choose how fine you want this tomato chopped. We're going to add in our fresh basil. Just add that in. Might as well just add the whole thing, right? And I'm going to actually turn this off because I know it's done now. Let that sit there for a moment. Then we're going to add 2 other ingredients. We're going to add some olive oil. So I've been loving this olive oil and vinegar dispenser from Pampered Chef. So again, you can shop all these products on my shopping link for sure. So you can grab these. And this is awesome because you can measure out your oil. So a lot of times, you're just like glug, glug, glug. And then you maybe get too much in there. And then of course that's a little higher calorie because fats are a little higher calorie than other types of nutrients. So I'm going to put in, my recipe says, let's see here, 3 tablespoons. So instead of just eyeballing it, we have it, because there's little measurement marks right there. You're just squeezing it to get it in. And then I'm just going to put it in here. You can also use this for vinegar. I just love this thing. This is glass down here. You just squeeze up here. And then we're going to do some garlic. So again, depending on, what your family likes, are they big garlic lovers? Are you a big garlic lover? Then you just use the garlic press. You don't take the skin off the garlic. Instead, You just put the whole clove in there, squeeze it right into here, and use the little tool that looks like a Barbie hairbrush to grab or to scrape off the garlic. You'll see that the skin remains in here, and you just use the tool to pop it right out. It's so easy. And when you use fresh garlic, you're gonna get so much more flavor. And also, when you buy the bulbs of garlic, they're really inexpensive. They're usually like 2 for $1, and you get a whole bulb that's probably got 10 to 12 cloves in it. And then we're just going to mix this all up by pumping it again. This is such an easy recipe. I love it. So great for summer. There we go. So this is ready to go. I'm going to grab our pasta, and then we're going to put our chicken and our sauce on top. So this is great. So the Rock Crok is a tool, piece of cookware, that you can use in all the heat surfaces in your kitchen. Oh yeah, look at this. It's all nice and cooked perfectly. You can just blend that zucchini right in there. You can, what I love about the Rock Crok is it's kind of like one pan that does it all. You can microwave it with it, you can put it on the stove top, you can put it in the oven, under the broiler, and even on the grill. So this is one of my top favorites for my hosts. They love to get the Rock Crok. This is a 4-quart Dutch oven size, so it's a great size for families and making stews and chilies and pasta. Okay, so what to do next? This is where it all comes together. I am going to put our sauce on top. This will all be like mixed in, so I'm just gonna lay this on top of here. I have a lot of basil in here. I have a lot of basil growing in my garden. Do you guys grow any fresh herbs? Okay, so we've got that going. And then we're going to do our chicken. So that was one chicken breast. And I'm gonna actually use our tongs here. So take a look. Whoa, it's very juicy. Okay, you can see like how great of grill marks. This is all on our indoor Deluxe electric grill and griddle. So here's the other one. And just put it into a glass mixing bowl and use the salad chopper. Again, this meal is so easy. It's like a 10-minute meal. Use the salad chopper to literally just dice it, chop it up right in the bowl. You don't get your fingers all hot and burned from super hot chicken, not dirtying any other cutting mats or anything like that, because you can do it all right in the bowl. And using the Deluxe electric grill and griddle is actually great too to make things ahead. So if you wanted to do some grilled chicken so you have it all week for different things, you could even grill up some chicken for chicken salad. But when you buy the chicken breast at the store, you can save money by getting the ones that are larger, even though we always think, oh, they're too large. Yes, they are too large for a portion, but they're great for downsizing for yourself, and the closing cut is really great for that. And then you can use it in all kinds of ways. You're gonna save money when you are doing the prep work, more than when you buy it already pre-cut. So here's our chicken. It smells amazing. It's got that Italian seasoning on it. I'm gonna just pop this in here. Now the Rock Crok is made from a clay that's similar to our stoneware, Pampered Chef stoneware. And so it holds heat really, really well. And then also with this, you can actually clean the Rock Crok right in the dishwasher. So it makes it really easy to finish the meal. Need my tongs here. We're gonna just mix this together. This is such a great summer meal when you don't wanna heat up the kitchen. You can just do it all in the microwave. This was like literally 7 minutes total cooking time in the microwave. 5 minutes for the first part of the pasta, then 2 minutes for the rest of the zucchini. During that time, I did the chicken on the indoor Deluxe electric grill and griddle. And so it made it really easy to get all of this done. So when you don't have time or you don't want to cook, this is a great meal for that. So I'll be posting the recipe, so you'll be seeing that in the description. The final step for this is, I'm gonna just set this over here. The glass lid is great because you can keep this nice and hot it will retain heat for a while, so that's great too. I've got my Parmesan cheese in my resealable bag, so instead of using, you know, the plastic bags from the store, you can save money again by getting the resealables. We have these too. All these things are available in my online kitchen store, Pampered Chef kitchen store. So I've got some Parmesan cheese, and I'm using our grater. This is like our, get a better look at this. This is our adjustable grater. So I love this. You can see how I'm using it flat, and it has these two little edges here, so it kind of just sits on top of the pan. You can also use it as a wedge, so you can make it V-shaped, and then it stores all the way closed. So how much Parmesan should I put on? I love Parmesan. I like to put a lot on. Okay, so there we go with that. And then you're just going to kind of toss this in, because that cheese will get all nice and melty, and you can even grate it a little bit more so people can put a little bit extra on the top. What did you think of this recipe? Let me know what you thought. And if you're curious about any of the products that I shared, please let me know in the comments as well. But thank you for being here. I'll be posting more recipe demos and going live from my kitchen more and more. So be sure to stay tuned and follow my page so that you get notifications when I'm live as well. Thanks so much for being here. Even if you're on replay, I'm so glad you joined us. Talk to you soon. Happy cooking.